Oh. Hey, everybody. Ready to rock and roll here in the UA break page. The only thing I didn't do was a little bit of housekeeping, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and get today started. Nick Johnson here at the helm. Alex to my left, not Mike. I'm going to go ahead and change that.
Alex here.
Yeah. Alex, how you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing fantastic, Nick. Doing fantastic. Always glad to be here with you, brother.
Heck yeah, appreciate that.
Sundays.
Appreciate it. Exactly right. So exactly now you're Alex. Now you're completely ready to roll.
Right.
There you go. You're
For a second,
set.
I thought I was a Michael.
Exactly. We got plenty of those running around. But yeah, no, our guy Mike just tagged out. He did a fantastic job as always on the ones and twos, keeping us nice and organized. We saw earlier today, we got some jerseys and some minis went at the 9 a.m. hour. Switched it up, got some full-size helmets, including this one right here that we saw pulled out of the diamond section. This Lawrence Taylor LT, can't go wrong there on the authentic for the Giants. But however, we got some other series that are close to wrapping up, kind of close on the verge of kind of, like I said, wrapping up and hitting the old refresh button. We get some new, fresh headliners all up in here. We are sevens away. Sevens are wild. Usually the deuces are wild, but sevens are wild here in the UA break page. We got 7 boxes in the practice squad, 7 boxes left in the minis, and 7 boxes left in the jerseys. Those are all our mainstays. So, of course, if we close out at any one of those, we hit that little refresh button, and in comes a fresh new batch. Here comes a fresh new set of headliners in all of them. So I think what we're going to do here is exactly that. So if we're going to go ahead and make the chase, the jerseys, the minis, and the practice squad, and a little added bonus, if we close out on any one of those, so that means if we go ahead and close out the next 7 boxes on the jerseys, minis, or practice squad, we're going to have not 1, but 2 chase wheel spins on the 3 p.m. edition of this UA break page. I think that thing's pretty good. How's that sound to you there, Alex?
Sounds awesome. I like when we mix it up.
Nice, nice. So like I said, it's not going to be 2 different lists. We're going to have one big list that everyone will have a nice little bite at the apple of. So everyone that gets in for the jersey, the mini, and the practice squad, that'll be a chase wheel spin. And then if we go ahead and finish off, like I said, if we refresh and finish off any one of those 7 boxes in the jerseys, minis, or practice squad, you guys earn yourself 2 chase wheel spins for this 3 p.m. edition. So let's go ahead and make that the chase right there. Let me make that officially official. So again, that's jerseys, minis, and practice squad.
I mean, we already have some movement in the jerseys and minis.
Nice.
Practice squad's wide open, but yeah, we're down to 5 spots in both jerseys and the minis. So there we go, folks.
So I'm going to have to make that a little bit smaller on this end. Yes, sure enough, just so you guys can see the whole list of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But that is exactly what we're working with here, folks. So again, the chase will be the jerseys, the minis, and the practice squad. There are 7 left in all 3 of those areas. So if we close out on any one of those, all 7 boxes, close out that series and hit a fresh new one, get some new headliners in here, 2 chase wheel spins. 2, 2, 2. Let's go ahead and do that, folks. Let's go ahead and establish what else we need here, folks. We need our dice roll so we can determine what divisions, how many times around we need to be. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me show you guys our randomized screen. We need a 6 or higher. It was 9 at 9. It was 10 at 12. Is it going to be 11? Nope, it's going to be 4 right now. It's not 6 or higher. One more time. One more time. There we go. 8. Let's make it 8. 8 will be our dice roll here for the 3 p.m. edition. Even though you are only 8, that does not mean you cannot be great. 27. It's from Simpsons.
Do you say so? I haven't watched The Simpsons in years now.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. That's okay. You have, the new ones, I don't think you've missed much, but the older ones that like 2004 to 2008 range, that's a pretty solid stretch right there, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just the nostalgia talking. But anyways, folks, let's talk about what we're seeing here and throughout the rest of this break page here. We've been all on it all day. Like I mentioned, hit those jerseys early on, hit those minis early on. That turned into some other action throughout the 12 p.m. edition, some kind of sprinkled throughout. So let's see what we're working with here. Let's not just talk about it. Let's be about it.
Let's be about it.
Let's show you what we're working with here. Top right here is our Playmaker specialty mixer series right here. Or you could have had some minis, some authentics, some speed flexes, a couple of jerseys lurking throughout. So let's go ahead and see what we're working with. We got 9 headliners now. 9 headliners on 13 total boxes. So our best headliner to box ratio currently in the break page. 9 headliners on 13 boxes. We're looking for Justin Jefferson on the jersey right here on some Vikings threads. I know our guy Ricky is sculling over everywhere right now, I'm sure. Hopefully he keeps his hand on the wheel as he does, though. Still lurking throughout. Terrell Davis up top on the Broncos Authentic. I think it's that one of their newer styles with that, like, the 5280 area code on the front of it. Also in that top row, on a speed flex, chromed out, Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, the new rookie for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Coming off the board, hopefully. And yeah, you get to see that multicolored, that green, that teal in the face mask. Also, it kind of goes from the black and meshes down into the teal and that blue teal on the backside. So nice little fade action there. You get to see his signature right in that sweet spot. We'll get a closer look in just a moment as we also look at the Bijan Robinson Atlanta Falcons Speed Flex, also available in here. And then also down below on the Authentic, Rob Gronkowski on the Patriots Authentic Salute to Service lid right there. And some secondary hits, including, Skip, I'm over here in the secondary hits. It's me, Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp over here in the secondary hits, along with A.J. Brown and Brock Bowers. And how about a dual sign of Jamison Williams and Sam Laporta? They've been dual signing a couple of combos right here in the UA break page.
Nickel Nick and Aluminum Alex.
I
like that.
Oh, yeah. Manganese Mike in the morning, and it's Nickel Nick. Then we got Aluminum Alex. So all the elements coming together. Hope maybe we got a Breaking Bad fan and old Jersey Slime there, old Robert Boulet.
Hello, Britannium. Bobby. Right?
Yeah. Boron.
That's what I was looking for. Boron Bobby.
There we go. That'll work. All the secondary hits in that playmaker. This is a fun little mixer right here. I really like this. For $69 a spot, nice. You can go ahead and hop on in and get yourself potentially, like I said, that Travis Hunter Speed Flex, that Bijan Robinson Speed Flex.
Bronze.
Yeah, that works too. Bronze, that definitely. I like that bronze, Bob. Working on down here, not from the bronze, but over to our diamond section. Diamonds, of course, are all authentics or better here. Again, nice little headliner to box ratio. We got 9 headliners on 22 boxes here in the diamond section. Again, all authentic or better. Bo Jackson on this gorgeous ripped speed flex. We'll take a closer look for sure on that one. The Bo Jackson right there. Like I said, we got a couple of great pieces all the time with Bo Jackson, but I've yet to see something as unique as this one. So that'd be on my mind. We'll get a closer look in just a moment. Also on his new squad, on the authentic, we got Devontae Adams. I think that's one of those Rydell authentics. That's kind of got that almost got the speed flex little sweet spot on the front of it, but it is, like I said, it is an authentic for sure. However, on a speed flex, Bijan Robinson also here in the diamond section. So Bijan Robinson speed flex in the playmakers and then also in the diamonds. However, different styles. The all black in the playmakers and then this old school, this throwback logo and the diamond in the diamond section here.
I like that Falcons look on the lid the best. Like when they
that little arm that sticks out. Yeah,
like that one with the red helmet. That's sweet.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because their standard is black, right?
Yeah.
Or have they made the red one their standard helmet now? I don't know.
I think they did stay. Yeah, with their latest
transition.
With the latest little color scheme, they made like the black jersey, but the red is their mainstay on the helmet now. So yeah, I really like that. Of course. Just to add a little bonus, kind of obviously the little Falcon looks like an F, so Falcon F. That's always cool. We did have this Lawrence Taylor, but sitting currently in front of me as we speak. However, from one Lawrence to another, we got Trevor Lawrence on the Jacksonville Jaguars authentic. Jamar Chase on this gorgeous speed flex. Again, very unique. I've yet to see this style of Bengals speed flex in the room before. We'll go ahead and take a closer look at that one as well. CeeDee Lamb on the classic Dallas Cowboys authentic. We've seen that plenty of times before, but CeeDee Lamb Very unique. Got to have that in your collection for sure if you're looking for top playmakers and top wide receivers of all time for sure. And then speaking of same deal, Steve Smith Sr. Can't go wrong with that signature. I've grown to love it because, like I said, I've just grown to enjoy and appreciate the signatures you can see from across the room. And along with him, guys like Dan Hampton, you can see those signatures from a mile away. So really appreciate when a guy like Steve Smith Sr. signs up. And then how about some rookies or some rookie love? So Amarian Hampton as our secondary hit. And then over on the Seahawks, JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba, who will be making that big step up for sure from being that fringe, that number 2 to being that clear-cut number 1 over in Seattle now. Let's get a closer look at that Jamar Chase again. Speaking of number 1 wide receivers, right there. You see all the hot colors on the visor. You see the red, the orange, the yellow, all in there, and that visor, that one color with the face mask and the helmet itself. That brown, that like dirty, I guess not.
Yeah, it's like a rust.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like a rust. That's much better. Like I said, it's a mean, just snarling Bengal tiger right there.
That's my favorite lid in the series. I said that Friday night just as that was dropped. So
the Chasin' Greatness inscription on the side. And I like this nice little added detail. I feel like this is really just kind of old school class. Just the Bengals logo and then the helmet of the helmet on the side of the helmet. So some helmet inception here on the Bengals lid for Jamar Chase. And also here, the Bo Jackson. My favorite part, the favorite detail for sure has to be that image of himself right in the front, right where that sweet spot is. Oh, that's awesome. Right there, the gold pops off really nice.
Sold out of the minis too, so.
There we go.
Let me just take a look at these orders really quick, but I'll get it posted here in a sec.
Awesome. I'll wrap up while we're looking, just kind of oohing and on over this Bo Jackson right here. But essentially, right, we're going to refresh and see my favorite thing, hopefully, that red sold out sign. Because there was 3 to go, and now there's none to go. So they're exactly right, folks. So red sold out sign, my favorite thing. Hopefully it's your favorite thing as well at home. Seeing that thing, that means minis, mini double box, number 10, excuse me, mini double box, number 10. Please drop 2 numbers. If you are in said break, please drop 2 numbers or a wheel suggestion. You can always do the wheel as well. Let me get off the screen just so you guys can see that comment a little bit better. So the mini double box number 10, please drop 2 numbers if you are in said break. That would be the go-to for that. Jerseys. Mark McAdams says the wheel, and we will oblige. So we can do wheel times 2. Want to do wheel times 2 or just 1 wheel there, Mark? We'll hold off just a quick second just to confirm. With the wheel, I'll make a quick picker wheel as we're doing that as well. So minis 2, 7, 9 through 11. Wheel times 2 it is. 14, 16, and 17. Alrighty. Pick your wheel set. We're going to go ahead and go around. Oh, what was that? What just happened? Where'd I go? There we go.
I don't know.
I don't know what that was, but clicked on the wrong tab. Still got our picker wheel up. Round and round we go. First one we're going to lock in with 7. So 7 coming off the board. 7 and 2. 7 and 2 coming off the board. So our 2 on the ladder end. Nice. 2 and 7 coming off the board in the minis. So let's go ahead and take everyone's name, and we're going to go around 8 times now. To determine our divisions here, folks.
What were the 2 numbers there?
2 and 7.
2 and 7.
Halfway there. 6 and 8. There we go. So Chris, who was the Chase Wheelspin recipient in our last go around, congratulations there. You're going to be in the NFC North. You guys can see a little bit better. Sean, you're going to have the NFC South. Will, you're going to go ahead and have the NFC East. Mark, our wheel caller, you're going to have the NFC West. Skyler, you are in the AFC North. Mark, back to you in the AFC South. Sean Davis over in the AFC East. And then Chris bookended us in the AFC West. Excuse me, Mr. Lawrence Taylor. You're going to have to slide over a quick second. As we get some mini action, like I mentioned, looking for, well, Lawrence Taylor, also there in the mini section. So might hit the shrink ray maybe and be able to see him in the minis version. Let's go ahead and see what we're working with. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, good luck, good luck. As we're both ripping open box number 2 and box number 7, called out by our wheel. Therefore, called out by our guy, Mark McAdams. So good luck. Lawrence Taylor, Justin Jefferson, TJ Watt, Frank Gore, and Jordan Addison is what we're looking for, folks. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Again, always a good omen when we start out our day, start out any stream, hitting a headliner, and starting out with a great one right here for sure. Justin Jefferson, JJ, JJ back to back. And the NFC North, that's going to go to Chris Preston.
Awesome
little
hit.
Skull action.
I'm not
Indeed.
doing it. Not doing it.
It's okay. It's fun from time to time. They all get into that.
Respect to JJ.
Exactly right. Jay Jettas, for sure, without a doubt. Of course, looking in there, he is the legit Prova certification on the backside there, similar to how we do with just about anything. The Beckett cert or the JSA cert, you type those in. Same thing. They will provide you with the certification that Jay Jettas signed this bad boy. But man, I mean, what can you say about this guy? He's absolutely going to kill it this year again. He's going to go top 5, 6, 7 in your fantasy drafts this year, depending on who, what, when, how you're drafting, what your scoring is. He's going to have another monster season. Doesn't matter who's throwing to him, whether it's a rookie, it could be a guy that just started working today as a Viking quarterback. It don't matter. You can pull anyone off. He's going to have another 100 yards. So Justin Jefferson going to a good home there with Chris Preston. But we ain't done yet. And Chris, you ain't even done in the sense that you can have a nice little double opportunity because his teammates lurking still too. You still got Jordan Addison lurking in the secondary hits. So nice hit right there. Nice headliner coming off the board there for Chris. Going home with Justin Jefferson. And already a phenom in Justin Jefferson. Can't go wrong.
Not at all. It's a great hit. Great hit.
So many great pass catchers right now currently in the break room. So lucky that we even have one, let alone two of the best possible wide receivers of all time. The fact that they went to both the LSU, does that make LSU wide receiver?
Did I
university?
Did I talk to you about that? Like, when has it ever happened in the history of football where the two greatest receivers currently, right, also played together in college?
Yeah, not only went to the same school at the same time. They played together.
Right. I can't. It's hard to think about. It's hard to like pinpoint that. Of course, there's college pairs that may do great in the NFL. Like one guy might do great, but how often are both guys great at the same time?
On top of that, your quarterback is also just a stud in Joe Burrow, buying the Batmobile for crying out loud. How cool is that?
No kidding.
Alrighty, guys, on to our second box right here in this double box action. Like I said, still looking for Lawrence Taylor, TJ Watt, Frank Gore, and Jordan Addison. And I mean, it's gonna be almost like a copy and paste, but different autos right there on the purple people right there. Vikings the hit Jordan Addison. So teammates back to back, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. Don't gotta wait 3 weeks for this one here, my man. You're gonna get Jordan Addison right away for sure this time. Again, Chris, doubling up in that NFC North. This was the clear double up here in this mini section, and way to be. So Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison both going home to Chris Preston on that one.
I
Nice
know,
little traditional double up. And
know,
like I said,
Ricky
very
would
cool.
be happy about that, man. Doubling up like that.
Oh, yeah. That would have been a big pop for our guy, Ricky, obviously, like you just mentioned. But Nana and Boo Boo, we get to enjoy the spoils here of that. Congrats, Chris, for sure. Mark McAdams says the same thing. Congrats indeed. That's a nice hit. That's nice. You get the teammates on there. You get the traditional double up right there, both in the same division. Some solid wide receivers right there. That's going to be Jordan Addison going home to Chris on that one. Nice hit. So he gets a secondary headliner. He gets a main headliner, both on the Vikings, chilling in that NFC North spot. Nice. And he'll have a shot at some Chase Wheelspin money because that mini gets you thrown in there. So that brings us down to 5 boxes now. So if we went up again, if we want to have 2 Chase Wheelspins, let's get 5 more minis done. Headliners in the practice squad, I got you. Practice squad, we got Trey McBride on the authentic, Brian Dawkins on an authentic, Patrick Surtain II, the defensive player of the year on a speed flex, and then secondary hits include Phil Simms and Fred Taylor. So that is what's left in the practice squad. Is 5 headliners on 7 boxes in the practice squad there. Youth performance, I got you. And we will continue because we did not get through that top to bottom rundown. Because you guys were like, hey, you know what? We appreciate it. But we've been here, Nick. We know what's going on. We know what we want to attack. So you guys said we'll take a quick pause. We'll get some mini breaks, and then we'll let Nick keep yapping. I think that's what you guys said. I don't know. I wasn't listening. I was yapping. Nice. Like I said, I'm actually gonna keep the little teammate, little tandem together out on here, and you appreciate that. You like your
I
the
like
mini
my good
action
minis. Yep.
popping out, getting some love.
Yep. I was gifted a cool duo signed mini by our boy Chandler Dunning.
Nice.
At Laporta and JMO. I keep bragging about things awesome.
And you can still find JMO and Laporta dual signing together on that playmaker section. So
It's really cool.
I don't think it's gonna
cool.
be in that. It might be a mini. Might could be he's a little mixer. So anyway, it could be fun to see. Maybe it's a full size helmet. Maybe it's on a little mini. Who knows? Who knows?
It's gonna be fun to see on that little mini.
Exactly right. Ooh,
You're rhyming a lot there, bro. You're a poet and you don't even know it.
we're having fun. It's almost school season. We're getting back in.
Oh man, don't remind
We're
me.
getting back into it. I know. I'm already getting the moans and the groans from the gal, who's obviously a teacher as well. So she has not been too happy. Not been too happy on that. She, like I said, she hit me with the, where did the summer go? I didn't do anything. I'm like, you had 3 months. Come on now. We did some stuff. We went to Disney. It was fun.
There you go.
4 to go in those jerseys, folks. Like I said, let's go ahead and keep crack-a-lacking. Let's keep hitting the break page and see what we're working with. We checked off the playmakers. We talked about that. We showed off these diamonds as well. Let's go to this practice squad that we kind of mentioned that our guy youth performance had asked what were the headliners in. And I gave, like I said, I talked about it. Let's show you. Let's be about it really quick. The Trey McBride authentic right here. He had the red ink to match that all redded out logo right there. Love that. Also, Brian Dawkins on the Kelly Green Philadelphia Eagles lid. The Fly Eagles Fly inscription on the side. Where are we at? Then we have the Patrick Surtain, yes, down below right here. Patrick Surtain II on the Denver Broncos throwback. He had the Defensive Player of the Year inscription on there as well. 2024. Absolute beast. He just suffocates wide receivers. Can't go wrong. Secondary hits include Phil Simms and then Fred Taylor. So got a lot of Jacksonville Jaguars in here. Got Travis Hunter lurking the playmakers, read option, diamond. You got Trevor Lawrence. You got Fred Taylor over here in the practice squad. So got some Duval County very much well represented here. Duval. No picture here other than the, okay, sorry, this already went. This would have been the Javon Curse that went earlier. My apologies. And if I didn't already, let me also show you the, showed off the Jamar Chase. We showed off that Bo Jackson. I want to go back to that playmaker really quick because I want to show you guys that Travis Hunter. That was a gorgeous piece. Travis Hunter over here. Like I said, that fade from the black into the teal in the back. Got all those cool colors. The green and the teal still mixing on the visor. The black face mask to match the top end of it is black. Like I said, that fade from the black into the teal. That's a nice little two-tone right there. And of course, the sweet spot to sign all speed flexes. Travis Hunter hits it right there, right in that hexagon, right in that pentagon area. Love seeing that. So again, a young stud. He's going to see both sides of the field this year. So you might as well hop in and grab his signature before it doubles in value because he's going to be doing so well on both sides of the ball. So again, showed off the playmaker, talked about the diamonds, talked about that practice squad. Let me show you the vault. Vault's looking good. Vault is 5 headliners, but 2 vault keys. So 7 possible big old hits right there on 13 boxes. So over 50% chance of hitting either a headliner or a vault key. Can't go wrong with these 3 quarterbacks that we see here still available. We got Brock Purdy on that San Francisco 49ers lid. Again, classic, good go-to right there. Can't go wrong with the Niners lid. Bo Nix right there on the new school. Like I said, they got that 5280 little area code on the back, on the front of it. Bo Nix currently running the helm, running the offense for the Denver Broncos, who I think could probably steal that AFC West. I think they can do it. I know everyone doing their thing. They're like, trying to call their shot when Patrick Mahomes goes down or when LeBron was finally going to lose his crown or something like that. I'm doing it now. Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos, that defense is going to come in and split with the Kansas City Chiefs, but might take that AFC West. I'm going to go ahead and lock in the Denver Broncos for the AFC West this year. I'm doing it. Then also over in the AFC East, though, I'm going to lock in, obviously, the chalk that is the chalk in Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. I know you can probably, if people are the positive sayers for Drake May will tell you otherwise, but hey, I think he'll do well. I just don't think they'll do as well as this Josh Allen-led Bills squad. So Josh Allen on the salute to service speed flex right here. Got a little bit of that camo spill on the front. We'll show you that a little closer look right now. And then also, again, your boy, Sam Laporta, and then Michael Williams as secondary hits here in that vault section. Here's the closer look at that Josh Allen. Salute to service right there in the front. Like I said, that little camo spill. Kind of showing it off right there. On the back, you see his auto. You see the signature itself. Back at cert. Salute to service. There you have it. Buffalo Bills right there. Are there any other closed out? Okay, no. That was
close on some stuff, though.
Nice. Making moves, getting closer. Again, 5 headliners, 2 vault keys, 13 boxes left in that vault section. Minis, which we were able to get into earlier. Again, let's close out these minis or the practice squad or the jersey. We'll get a fresh set of headliners. Not only that, we'll have 2 chase wheel spins, folks. Already guaranteeing 1 because we got into that mini right away. So like I said, 4 headliners now on... Yes, 4 headliners now on 5 boxes. So we're getting inching ever so closer. We're still looking for here in the mini section again. We're looking for Lawrence Taylor on the Giants go-to lid right there. Then also TJ Watt on the salute to service Steelers lid in the down low, that bottom row. And finally, secondary hits of Frank. Oh, sorry, it's just Frank Gore. So 3 headliners on those 5 boxes. 3 headliners on 5 boxes. Again, Frank Gore, TJ Watt, and Lawrence Taylor. That's what we're looking for in the minis, folks. Let's close those out. Let's get some fresh new minis in. And if we do so, like I said, 2 chase wheel spins today at the 3 p.m. hour. And I think without any more, they just got to hit the jerseys, which are 4 to go. Halfway to go in the jerseys, folks. It says now 1 to go in the jerseys, says Jordan.
It might be closed out.
Now it might have closed out. Well, like I said, it might be the most appropriate time to show it off. So in the jerseys, if we are indeed one to go or none to go, we're looking for Sean Alexander on the Seattle Seahawks threads, the cover of Madden 07. Ty Law on that throwback Patriots jersey. Can't go wrong. That's Law with the throwback. And maybe now a mid-afternoon mooning potentially with Warren Moon on the Houston Oilers. And then still on that Lone Star on the Cowboys threads, we got Emmitt Smith lurking in the jersey section there, folks. So like I said, possibly coming to a close on that. I'm going to refresh as soon as I can. Come on now. There we go. You guys see it? I see it. That red sold out sign tell me that we're good to go on that jersey. So jersey break number 23 coming on up. Let's go ahead and hit that. So jersey break. Jerseys number 23, please. I almost put please. Please drop a box number. Should I just type like a toddler would talk? Please drop a box number. Please drop a box number. Please drop one if you are in said break. Jordan says 20. Jordan says 20. Just a bit outside there, Mark. Like I said, he must have had the finger on the trigger, ready to go. 20 we do have. 20 we shall take. 20 coming off the board, saving it. Sure enough, bang. So let's go ahead and grab everyone's name. And we will go around 8 times here. 8 times. Thank you. Get our teammates sliding up here really quick. Bang, bang. Grabbing everyone's name, going around 8 times here. And there you have it. 1 potato, 2, 3 potato, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Sure we got everybody. Sure enough. Bang.
Everybody getting their name in the Chase wheel spin for the mini and the jerseys.
There we go. Exactly right. That'll cut us down to now 7 boxes. Or excuse me, 6 boxes. Getting closer and closer. So Dustin, you're going to have the NFC North. Miles, you have the NFC South. Dustin, back to you in the NFC East. Jordan, our box caller, you're going to have the NFC West. Mark, the AFC North. Dustin, back to you in the AFC South. Chat in the AFC East. And Jordan, once again, the AFC West. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, good luck, good luck. As we're looking again for Sean Alexander, Ty Law, Warren Moon, Emmitt Smith, or a couple of bonus bangers. See what we're working with. Well, again, hopefully everyone got their breakfast in, maybe even their lunch in now, maybe even starting to make dinner. So hopefully that doesn't take any appetite, it doesn't, lose your appetite as we are about to bust out a mooning. Get the mooning action. Get out there, spread them cheeks. Get it going. And Warren Moon over here on the Houston Oilers jersey on the threads. Looking good. Oh my goodness. AFC South hit going home to Dustin. That's a nice hit right there. Going home with the Warren Moon jersey. The classic. Love the Houston Oilers threads. Love the look. I'm just a sucker for blue, so this powder blue right here is gorgeous. And again, fills up that number 1. Looks absolutely fantastic. The Beckett cert on the back to go ahead and let you know where and when Warren Moon signed this bad boy. Great hit. Again, AFC South hit going home to Dustin Fox Garcia. Bang, bang. Warren Moon. Got a Moon in action, so we might get a YouTube strike just for just whatever content is. George, he wants that Alexander. So, obviously still in there. So, take another crack at it, my man. Who got pulled in that last mini pull? That would have been Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson. So, the Vikings wide receiver tandem went ahead and left us in that mini section there. Warren Moon on the jersey right there to our guy, Dustin. Congrats. Obviously, I think Dustin went ahead and earlier was got a dub earlier, if I'm not mistaken. But way to get another one right here for sure with this Warren Moon jersey. You'd love to see it. You love to see it. Or maybe you don't, depending on your depending on your preference of mooning, because I don't know. So it could be an epidemic. Warren Moon, a great move right there. Love the jersey, love the color scheme. That's going home to our man, Dustin Fox Garcia. Get you written up there, Dustin. And then we'll be good to go. Let's keep it moving, folks. Let's keep it going. What else do we want to see here? What other names, what other sets of names do we want to see thrown into the Chase wheel spin on the day?
Spread them cheeks.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly right. To get that jersey in the right spot. So Warren Moon going home to Dustin on that one. Congratulations indeed. But again, where else do we want to go? What other directions do we feel like going, guys? So I'm going to refresh. See again. Oh, we're already getting to that jersey again, folks. So again, that's the way to do it. If we're looking for that Sean Alexander or the Ty Law, the Emmitt Smith, let us know. So 3 headliners now on 6 boxes. Nice even 50% chance of landing that Warren Moon. Almost as good as Jackie Moon, says all nasty. Yeah, you could have been. That'd be fun for sure too if we ever able to land that. Maybe like an ABA ball, the white, the blue, white, and the red, white, and blue ball like they had in the ABA, and have Will Ferrell sign it with his little Jackie Moon.
ELE. Everybody love everybody.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, love me sexy. Just hate that inscription on the side on it.
Coffee black.
Headliners in the minis left. I got you. We're looking at Lawrence Taylor, TJ Watt, and Frank Gore. So 3 headliners on, which should be 5 boxes left. Yes. So 3 headliners on 5 boxes in the minis, 3 headliners on 6 boxes in the jerseys, and we are 5 headliners on 7 boxes in the practice squad. Again, if we close out on any one of those, we're not only just have 1, we will have 2 Chase wheel spins at the 3 p.m. hour. Slide back over Mr. Lawrence Taylor so you guys can see what we were working with here in the diamond section, folks. And the diamonds are looking good. Speed flexes all throughout. Got some authentics, and that's it. Authentics and speed flexes in that diamond section. All authentics are better in the diamond section, folks. Making sure we're ready to rock and roll. We got, I'm going to refresh. I might miss out on a couple of lingering messages, but I gotta see what the most accurate reading is, how many eyeballs we got here in the UA break page. I got 17 people across the board on our Facebook, YouTube, and our Twitch side of things. Making sure we're liking, sharing, subscribing. Grow this break page so we can get even more people in here, make these breaks go faster and faster. Tell your friends, tell your grandmother, tell anybody. Go on the bus station and yell it from the top of your lungs, ultimate autographs, so you can get some more people going, like I said, make these breaks go faster. Like it up on there. Hit that little notification bell so you guys know when we're going live. It's every day, 9 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. all Central Standard Time here. Of course, Friday night, we got the Friday night all, UA After Dark, 12 a.m. or later.
That's right.
Like almost like Taco Bell. You guys are staying up with you, breaking, late night breaking.
We were here, Robbie and I were here until about 4 a.m. on Friday/Saturday morning.
That's a doozy. That's a doozy for sure.
Yeah, we did well.
That's good.
We did well.
At the late night, the party animals that stay up late. And it's either the same thing. It's kind of like, do we stay up late and break, or do we wake up early and break? See,
Wake and breaks.
Yeah.
No sleep and break.
That works too. Either way, you're getting it before everyone else does.
Wake and break or stay awake and break.
Yeah. That is, of course, the big decision to make here every single time. Well, what do we want to work here with here, folks? What are we leaning towards now? A couple big slew of names. I'll ask you. You don't have your crutch in here. No Barry Sanders in here at the moment. He was in here.
That was in the mixers.
And those were again just every time we see Barry, every time we see Barry, Bo, or Kurt, might be on a speed flex, but it's always on a different and unique speed flex each and every time. So yeah. So like I said, I'm toss it over to you. Like I said, you don't have your Barry Sanders crutch to rely on here. So what helmet, what speed flex, what name do you need to pop on out of here to say, hey, we had a really nice day today? Nice selection.
Absolutely, that Jamar Chase speed flex that's in the diamonds. I've had my eye on that since the diamonds was dropped Friday night. And same thing with the Bo Jackson on the speed flex that's also in the same series, the diamonds. And you know, I always say diamonds and vault, diamonds in particular, best bang for your buck, I think, especially like a single. What is that? Just slightly over $100, I believe.
I'm sorry, for which one?
The diamond single.
Diamond single, yeah, just above $100, I believe.
So, and you know, you could be walking away with a freaking Jamar Chase custom speed flex or a Bo Jackson custom rip speed flex.
103 for a spot in the diamond single.
For $103. So those are the two helmets that I have my eye on, as well as the Travis Hunter in the speed flex, right?
Yep.
Travis Hunter speed flex in the Playmakers. So Playmakers was one I was itching to drop Friday night too, but that carried over obviously until Saturday morning, so I just missed it. But and that's where the berry came out of, that beautiful berry.
Oh yeah,
Travis Hunter and the Speed Flex, awesome lid. I could go on, but the Rob Gronkowski, we don't see his name too often. That's very cool. Gronk. Sean Alexander too in the jerseys. That's going to be a cool hit when that comes out. A lot of incentive to get into the jerseys, the minis, and practice squad right now, but there's just as much incentive to get into the Playmakers or the diamonds, I think, with the remaining speed flexes there. Playmakers in particular, very cost efficient, cost considerate price point. The diamonds may be a little bit pricier, but for $100, I would pay $100 for any of those names. Any of those names there on a lid. Oh, yeah. So that's a steal.
I'm seeing, let's see, about 6 different speed flexes across 3 different series.
Josh Allen speed flex. Am I reading that right? Yes, I am.
Oh, my apologies. Yeah, no, Josh Allen the speed flex.
I didn't even see that. Go ahead. Sorry.
Patrick Surtain speed flex still in the practice squad. That Josh Allen in the vault section. Got 3 different diamond speed flexes between the Bo Jackson, the Bijan Robinson, and the Jamar Chase. And then, of course, the 2 speed flexes that are lurking in the Playmakers, Travis Hunter, and then also Bijan Robinson. But again, 2 different versions of that Bijan. You got the new school and the old school Atlanta Falcons speed flex. So definitely something to consider for sure. A lot of nice double up opportunities across the board. Again, headline to box ratio across everywhere is just nice. It's looking good, folks. So you guys are driving it. We're getting you there. You just got a point, and we will go. That's the goal here every single time, folks. But let us know what you want to do, what you guys are looking for, what you guys are working with. Of course, White Sox had a 2-0 lead. Now it's turned into 6-2 for the Royals. It's just miserable.
Oh, you're funny, Nick.
Let's see. Let's take a couple other scores across the league. Cubs tied it up. They were down 3-2. They're now tied up 3-3. So at least one squad potentially could have fun today. How about the Little League game today? The Little League Classic. At the Mariners taking on the Mets over in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I was like when they bust out with the pencil, like the Crayola bat or something like that. I was like the cool things like that. Not playing in the game, but was kind of cool. Unfortunately, he had to change his gear though. Matt Strom, I believe the pitcher for the Phillies. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna butcher it. Let me see. I think it was yesterday's game. He had a glove on yesterday that was signed entirely by a class, elementary class that he kind of sponsored and took on. So the entire classroom signed his glove on like this white. It made it look like a white piece of paper. It was like really cool. But the opposing manager, on the national side, said it was going to be a little bit too distracting.
No,
so
I think, they're not allowed to have white.
Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, you can't really have white on there, exposed white on there. So To be fair, yeah, again, it was a really good idea for Strom to have that. It was really cool. I like obviously getting the kids involved. That's awesome, but yeah, just a bummer that he had to change it because of all the extra white. Because obviously, messes with the your vision. You've seen the ball and everything, so don't want to be don't want to be labeled as a cheater, I suppose.
That's right.
So yeah, I believe that's.
You want to hand me that jersey box there?
Yeah,
man?
I got you.
Get that out of the way. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Matt Strom. Matt Strom. That was the name. Pitching yesterday. I think it was also him that said the same thing about was it either him or Michael Lorenzen? I can't remember now. He was asked why they collect Pokemon cards and not like, other baseball players or other football players. And he just goes, Pikachu can't tear his ACL. Charizard isn't going to get a DUI anytime soon. So I think that's a pretty safe bet to invest in some Pokemon cards. I don't know. It's pretty good observation there. But of course, take your time. Of course, if you want to invest in some cards, go ahead and do that as well. Always a fun job. Always a fun time. Who was that said that? That's going to bug me. I'm pretty sure it was Michael Lorenzen or someone along those lines who, hold on, let me just type in Charizard. Charizard isn't going to get a DUI. Who just said that? Hold on, it'll Tyler, Philadelphia. Yeah, it was Matt Strom. So he's had one heck of a week so far. Yeah, Matt Strom with a great, and I mean a great. Here you go, Pikachu. Not here you go. Here's the whole quote. Pikachu not gonna tear his ACL. Charizard not gonna get a DUI. Yeah, just clear as day. it's pretty self-explanatory that these pocket monsters aren't gonna, I mean, you're not going to hear a domestic violence call for Squirtle. It's just not going to happen. Well, there you go. Very good observation there by Mike Strom. Again, just Matt Strom is having a nice little week here for himself. So far, so good today, folks. Let's see what we're working with here. I'm going to refresh, see if we're anything closer. See if I can pepper with a couple of links, see if we're closest on. Still 4 to go in that quad vault. So maybe I'll toss that at you guys. Otherwise, basically wide open anywhere and everywhere else. So I'll let you with the general, just the UA break page link down below. That might get things helping out getting you going there. One less thing to step out and go do. But otherwise, let me go ahead and toss you over to the closest number that would be ended up breaking. That would be our 4 to go on the quad box for the vault. So there you go. Vault quad box is 4 to go. So it would be our closest break for sure. 400 spot in a quad box for the vault. Let's get her done. Let's get her going. Almost creeping up on about an hour into this 3 p.m. edition of the UA Break page. Again, making sure we're liking, sharing, subscribing, sending us around. Grow this community. Like I always say, if you grow the community, you're able to grow some trade bait, some trade opportunity across the board, whether it's something you have that someone else wants or that it's something else someone else has that they're trying to get rid of type deal. Can always be the case here in the UA Break page. So again, if you grow more people here, you grow the numbers, you grow the community, you open up your little Rolodex and see add some more context type stuff there. That'd be the case. That's what you would want to do. So grow the break page so you can grow more opportunities to trade here. Like I said, there's always a Cowboys fan, so maybe that's not your style. Maybe you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan. You land on that CeeDee Lamb, you're like, oof, I could do without. Maybe someone's got a Saquon Barkley or something like that. Barkley for Lamb, not too shabby. I could do that. And of course, not a rule, but kind of the the takeaway has been, speed flex for speed flex, authentic for authentic, rep for rep. But I was saying this last time too, maybe you got a big time name on an authentic and you got a smaller name on a speed flex. If you guys feel like that's deemable, whatever you guys feel is even Steven. That's not for us to judge. Whatever it is, go ahead and make the negotiations. That's all, and the ball would be in your court on that one. Go ahead. It's like I said, very, very many different ways to go and get yourself a dub here or a trade. Let me show off that if I haven't already as well. We did our full page rundown, and of course, there's 2 different ways to go ahead and guarantee yourself a dub. You can go ahead and buy out all 8 spots if there are all 8 spots remaining in a single break. That would guarantee that you're going to have the AFC North, South, East, and West, as well as the NFC South, North, East, and West. So by buying all 8 slots or hopping over to this Buy a Mystery Box tab section, click on here, and you see the different series that we currently have up, obviously. It is the minis that we are currently available. They're currently looking at the onside kick mini. So that would be the 3 headliners on the 5 boxes that are still remaining, the Lawrence Taylor, the TJ Watt, and the Frank Gore. So if you want to immediately, kind of like I said, jump in the line, almost like a flash pass at Six Flags, or maybe like whatever the goofy pass, whatever the fast pass is at Disney. I forgot what they call it. Kind of like I said, just jump into the front of the line. No need to wait for 7, 8, 6 spots left to go. No need to wait on that. Just jump to the front of the line. Let's get to it. Again, we're looking for Lawrence Taylor, TJ Watt, and Frank Gore here on this onside minis. That would just be a single as opposed to a double. So like I said, no need to flirt you around, throw you around, randomize you. You'll be going it'll be going right to you. Guaranteed dub right there. Same thing with the jerseys. So these same jerseys are all available. We're looking for Sean Alexander, Ty Law, Emmitt Smith. So those 3 jerseys on those currently the 6 boxes. So 50% chance of hitting a headliner. So again, if you do want to just kind of eliminate the competition and just get immediately a bite at the apple, this is the way to do it. Hop on in, get yourself a personal. But here's where we get more exclusive. We have the first down rep section here. So this is kind of a break all to itself in this mystery box section. The first down reps, these are all full-size reps, all guaranteed to guarantee yourself a dub right here. The Josh Jacobs Green Bay Packers slate. We got the Ricky Williams on the New Orleans Saints with a smoke weed every day inscription. And of course, Brian Urlacher down below. It doesn't say smoke weed every day. It doesn't say grow hair every day. It should, but it's got the Hall of Fame 2018 inscription on there. For good old Brian Urlacher. And then secondary hits include Chase Brown, Steve Largent, and Thurman Thomas, all here in this first down rep section. So love seeing it here. Like I said, if you want a guaranteed dub for yourself right there for $394 for that rep personal, that is going to guarantee yourself a win for sure. Again, 6 headliners on 10 boxes in those first down rep sections. So 60% chance of landing a headliner. But how about 100% chance of landing a headliner in the headliner package, where you'll find names that are currently headliners or have been headliners within these past 2 months? So again, this headliner package for $1,900 a spot, you're going to go ahead and get yourself in there for a jersey, a mini, a full-size rep, and a full-size authentic. And the last 2 examples I have of pulling them myself were as follows. We had a Josh Jacobs jersey, a Lawrence Taylor mini. It was it was a Darrelle Revis rep, and then a Michael Irvin authentic. And then the most previous one that I pulled was a Champ Bailey jersey, a Phil Simms mini, a Jared Verse salute to service rep, and then it was a Roger Staubach authentic right there. So nice opportunities again. Phil Simms currently on the practice squad. We see him there. We got Josh Jacobs currently in the first down reps. Lawrence Taylor, we got right in front of me, actually. Got it right in front of me. Right in front of me. Wasn't lying. One of our headliners. And again, Champ Bailey, Roger Staubach, Michael Irvin, while they aren't here right now, they usually are. They're kind of mainstays here in the UA break page. Frequent flyers, as I kind of call them from time to time. So those are our ways to guarantee yourself a dub here in the UA break page. That's the way to do it. Like I said, either filling up an entire break spot all by your lonely, getting all 8 spots, or hitting that mystery box tab and getting yourself in here. So any which way is fine. Can't go wrong. Like I said, guaranteeing yourself a win, that's the way to be. Like I said, just kind of looking at these numbers. I see some 6s. I see a 4 right there. That's that quad box vault still that I sent that link out for. So we're looking good. Like I said, if one person or two hop into one, that'll influence a break getting going, I'm sure. So any which way you guys want to get going to it, let's go ahead and hit it. Let's get to it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Like I said, for sure, hitting a chase wheel spin as we've had a mini break and a jersey break.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be for sure hitting those before our 3 p.m. edition of the UA Break Room concludes. Let's get some more names in there. Let's hopefully close out on one of these series. That would be the way to do it. Close out, like I said, 6 jerseys left to go, 5 minis left to go, and 7 practice squads left to go. If we close out on any one of those, we'll have 2 chase wheel spins here in this 3 p.m. edition. Very much doable, guys. Very much doable. Let's see here. We're looking good, folks. Looking good, looking good. It's been a fun day so far. Like I mentioned, pretty consistent across the board. Having some people getting stuff broken into at 9. Getting some stuff broken into at 12. And finally also getting some stuff in here at 3. So it's been fun. It's been a nice little time. Continuing on, it could be even better. Let's keep adding to it. I think that might have been the bigger takeaway this week from the NFL preseason realm. Ashton Genty actually looking pretty decent on that Saturday game. Let me pull up maybe any one of his stats. Maybe not the stats were the one to jump out, but man, another preseason tie. I feel like that doesn't happen as often as it has been. So yeah, 17-7 tie between the Jags and Saints today. Interesting. But yeah, let me pull up the Raiders and Niners from yesterday. Okay. Right, nice. That's actually a nice little day regardless. Genty, 7 carries, 33 yards, and a score. Let's see, was he targeted at all? Did he get a reception? Was he even targeted? Yeah, he had 1 target for 2 yards. So if we're playing the quick fantasy PPR game, 33 yards, a score, that's 9.3. Got a catch, that's 10.3, and 2 yards, that's 10.5. So on 8 touches, that's nice. 8 touches turns into 10 points. You like that. You'll like that. You'll take that with just about anybody, let alone a guy who could potentially go in the first round. I mean, for sure maybe the first 5 running backs. Who knows? People are really high up on this kid for a good reason. He had his own really good quote this week, too, for going through the lines of just quoting here, quoting there. He goes, in a game of if you can't tackle him, go with the guy you can't tackle, or draft the guy that can't be tackled. That's him. That's Ashton Genty. Just does not seem to go down. And again, I'm watching it right now as ESPN's showing me the highlight, that just a nice little stiff arm on a 13-yard run. That was fun. That was good to see. So he's rumbling and stumbling. He gets his first goal line touch in there and falls right in. Hopefully he kept that ball. That'd be cool. But yeah. That might have been actually the biggest NFL week 2 preseason takeaway. Again, depending on who you're asking, I'm sure, again, if you're a Giants fan, you're probably like, oh, Jackson Dart looked good. So you're probably along the lines of that. Again, maybe a Packer fan's telling you, like, that comeback was cool. Yeah, well, again, preseason. But Omar, maybe also another decent little game out of Trayvon Henderson. I think he had some interesting numbers. 4 for 20 with a touchdown. So again, he's getting in, getting his touches, and getting out scot-free. He got a target, but did not catch it. So we'll see you there. I'm doing all right. Not too shabby. There we go.
On the carts, because we're really making movement. On the
Making
page.
moves.
Come on. Guys, let's close some stuff out. We're really close to bringing in a new mini series. 5 boxes away there. I'm sure you've already said that, Nick. That's exactly what I'm loading up on the cart.
Nice, nice. Yeah, that would be our closest thing to being reset on, like you mentioned. With the 3 that we were working with here, as we started with the 7, 7, and 7 between the practice squad, the minis, and the jerseys. Like I said, still 7 practice squads to go. I think we can definitely attack that. Like I mentioned, the Trey McBride authentic, the Brian Dawkins authentic, the Patrick Surtain Speed Flex, and then a Phil Simms and Fred Taylor. Still 7 to go boxes in the practice squad there. We can keep going on those mini and those singles and doubles. Well, then, like you just said, 5 boxes in total on those minis. Let's close those out and get 2 chase wheel spins. Again, we're looking for Lawrence Taylor, TJ Watt, and Frank Gore. And then those jerseys, like I mentioned, 3 to go there. 3 headliners on 6 boxes. Nice even 50% chance of landing a headliner there on top of closing it out and getting 2 chase wheel spins, folks. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Like I said, we're for sure already guaranteeing at least 1 because we had the mini and the jersey break broken into. But we can get some more. Let's get some more. Let's do it. Just now eclipsing the hour mark here in the 3 p.m. edition. But of course, we can break. Are you here at 6?
I'm not.
Okay, so hard out would be 5:45. Would have been that anyways, just because I'm also not here at 6. But just wanted to see if we can get some leeway. But yeah, it'd be a hard out at 5:45 if we're breaking all the way through. That's up to you guys. That's completely up to you guys. Let's get it going. Let's do that.
That I know of, Nick. I mean, if I'm here, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but going into today,
Yeah.
I thought it was just 3 p.m.
Okay, fair enough.
So we'll find out. You guys
Yeah.
might see me, you might not. Probably not, but you never know these days, right?
Yeah. Nah, you're here. Don't worry. You're here. You're gonna be chilling. You're here with us now. We'll cherish the moment. But it's all fine and dandy. It's all looking good. Like I said, we're setting up ourselves to be good throughout the rest of the day.
Sure, it's Ricky and Steven as usual.
Usually that's our go-to for the 6 p.m. edition here in the UA break page around these Sunday nights. Sunday night, 6 p.m. UA tip. But it'd be a 7 p.m. first kicking off for the Bears and Bills. Officially getting starters for the Bears. That'll be nice to see there. So it can finally maybe hush all the naysayers. They're like, oh, yeah, Caleb Williams, he's overmatched. He can't deal with this offense. He can't handle it. Where again, if you listen rather than just reacting, if you read, you would see that Ben Johnson, this was the game plan to essentially overwhelm him and to throw all this at him at once to really get an idea. So again,
threshold.
Yeah, to maybe, again, is that the best work every single time for everybody? Maybe not necessarily. But clearly, this was the game plan to get a very advanced offense to a kid that's very, very capable of, recognizing and getting adaptive to it. So again, it's a cop out, or it's it's a little lame or whatever. It's it's what I'm gonna treat Caleb right now the same way that a lot of people treated Trevor Lawrence. Because Urban Meyer completely ruined his rookie season. I'm gonna give him that same effect with Matt Eberflus, considering he's had already 3 offensive coordinators and 2 head coaches, now a 3rd head coach.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think he gets a little bit of a pass. And on top of that, getting sacked 60 plus times, 67, 68 times, still going to finish 5th all time in Bears franchise passing for a single season with like 3,500 yards.
That's great.
With all those mistakes.
His rookie year.
Yeah, with all those mistakes, all those added side tangents.
All right, let's talk about something.
Let's do it.
Because I've brought this up with Common. Sorry. Jaden Daniels, stats 2024. Jaden Daniels, talk of the town, right? Talk of the freaking town. He had a phenomenal season. Can't Can't knock him.
Nope.
3,500 yards, 25 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. His QBR rating was 70.6 overall. So, and that was fourth in the league, his QBR. I would say that anytime you're exceeding 3,000 yards as a quarterback in the NFL, that's a great season. Or you know what you're doing. When you have a over 20 to less than 10 ratio touchdown to interceptions, again, extremely respectable.
Yeah.
And Jaden Daniels got all the hype, right? No knock at Jaden Daniels. I love Jaden Daniels. I also really like Caleb Williams. Let's take a look at his stats. So 3,500 yards, 25 TDs, 9 interceptions for Jaden Daniels. Caleb Williams, 20 TDs, 6 interceptions, 3,500 yards. His QBR 46.7. That's where I think the naysay comes in. But 20 touchdowns,
a lot of inaccurate
minimal.
balls.
You know what else is minimal? 6 freaking interceptions, and he played in all 17 games, if I'm not mistaken, right? So did he miss any time?
I believe he went down.
Not like
I'm mixing that up actually. I thought Tyson Bagent played. No, I think he played all season.
So he's 5 touchdowns shy from tying Jaden Daniels' record. Jaden Daniels, I'm not sure. Oh, that was his regular season stats.
Yeah.
5 touchdowns shy. I think Jaden Daniels is in a much better coaching situation than Caleb Williams was last year. Maybe he does take a step back this year. I still don't think. I believe in football, man. In terms of quarterback and head coaches, coaching staffs, you got to give them 3 years to really show what they can do.
Oh,
right? Yeah. Maybe even a little bit more than that. But for coaches, for quarterbacks, especially since he was a rookie last year, he's going to be a second-year quarterback going into this year. You can't knock the guy. So give him the respect that he deserves. And this is coming from a die-hard Lions fan, Nick, right?
Yeah.
So,
I know it's just some people just like to overreact, and it's always a weird thing too, where like oh boy, you were the first one to be right about.
That's not for us, right?
No.
Okay.
No, that was like buying someone's specific jersey.
Got it.
Yeah, no, that's not us. What was I getting to? Yeah, just like, oh boy, you were the first one to be right about some player's downfall. Like, oh cool, congratulations. Here's your cookie. You get that, and I don't know, whatever another prize you need to be successful there.
I don't know that he had this last year going for him because it was just Tyson Bagent and who knows who was behind him. He also has Case Keenum as a third stringer. He's probably he's 37 years old. He was probably brought in as more of a mentor role, right? And
yeah.
That's also a phenomenal backup or third stringer to have. Case Keenum, look at his stats in college at Houston and look what he did in the NFL early on in his career.
Just look a couple seasons ago what he did in Minnesota. Like he was
just gonna say
not too shabby.
God, I'm kind of blanking on where he started his career.
I feel like he was in Washington for a little bit. I don't know if he started there, but I do remember
Kansas City. He spent some time
yeah,
there too.
Yeah. He's been a little bit of a journeyman.
He knows a lot about reading defenses. So I think that's really going to help Caleb. It's all about their situation and the opportunity they have, man. And Ben Johnson, coming from a great Lions program that had to turn everything around, right? And he was a part of that, so he knows what it takes. I trust in him, but you have to trust the process. The process takes time, right? Every process does.
So he started off in Houston, went over to St. Louis, when St. Louis was still in, or the Rams were still in St. Louis. Then over to L.A., obviously when they made the transition. That 1 year on Minnesota, like I said, in 2017, that was his 3,500 yard passing season, 22 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. Pretty kind of similar to our guy Caleb. The very next season on Denver, he threw for 3,800 yards, 18 touchdowns and 15 interceptions. So that's kind of where the interception, the turnover kind of got to him there. But still pretty solid, like I said. Stepping up and doing what he could. He had 10 games in Washington the year after. And then, a couple of games in Cleveland, a couple of games in Buffalo. and then 2 more games back in Houston last
I might
season.
pick him up as my fantasy quarterback just to prove a point. And like, my plan is to get a quarterback late this year,
Yeah.
and he's going to be available late. So
Yeah.
I might just snag him. He played in all 17 games.
Yeah. Talk about Caleb?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
I'm
Nah,
sorry.
I was going to say, you're doing Case Keenum.
I want to get him this one. No, not a chance. I'm talking about Caleb. Sorry.
Just, I was waiting on that one for sure.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah. You'd be a real sicko if you did that. That'd be a real statement move. If you make Case Keenum as any pick at all in the draft, and then you end up winning the league, even if it's your last pick in the draft, you're just like, you know what, guys, this is such a joke to me. I'm going to take Case Keenum in the very last pick.
For an entire half season once. We could just to prove a point because I was getting so much hassle for getting to sign a kicker week to week. Like, I don't know what came up. Somebody got injured. I can't remember exactly what happened. And I was in like 3-4 leagues. That's my plan this year. I'm not doing more than 2 leagues. That's excessive.
Yeah.
You forget what you've done. I kind of forgot like who would be on my team, stuff like that. But once I got a lot of slack for missing my kicker. So I was like, all right, well, you know what? I bet you I still win without a kicker. I won like 3 games without one, but then after that, I did not. So they called me BTK, bench the kicker.
That's good.
So what was I just gonna say too?
I've seen some sicko leagues where the kicker is very important, where if you miss an extra point, it's minus 100. Minus 100 points.
Wow, that's insane.
We're missing an extra point.
So if the Bears went 500 this year, 8-8, or I'm sorry, well you can't because it's going to be a split.
You're either going 8-9 or 9-8.
Duh. If they went 9-8, even 8-9, would you be happy as a Bears fan?
Yeah. I mean, their win total is at that mark at 8.5, so over that would be nice. I mean, I would just be ecstatic again because if you're winning 9 games, you're probably at least looking good in the division, which I'm going to argue that between the AFC North and the NFC North, that's probably going to both be the 2 toughest divisions, at least competitive wise.
Don't take this the wrong way, Nick. And Chicago fans listening, don't take this the wrong way. But from an outsider coming in, I've been here for 13, 14 years now. I feel like I am a Illinoisan. Is Illinoisan?
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Who cares?
Illinois boys. Go ahead.
Illinois boys. I'm an Illinois boys now. Yeah, like I feel like there's this kind of expectation for Chicago sports where it's like even when we're in a rebuild, we better be competing for a championship now. And it's like that might not be possible, right? Like you are in some way, shape, or form in a rebuild at the moment. So if they go 8-9, if I'm a Bears fan, I'm happy with that improvement, especially with like having a new coaching staff, let's say Caleb Williams repeats those numbers, they go 8-9. Shit, that's not a bad.
That's not too bad.
It's not a bad forecast for the third year, the next year, right? So, we'll see, man.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice for sure.
I'm also high on DeAndre Swift. I think that he's his own worst enemy, right?
Okay, that's fair. It's a fair way to look at that.
Did you ever watch the? Why am I blanking on the name of the Hard Knocks for HBO with the Lions? Did you watch that season?
Yeah, the Lions one was actually really good.
And he was the running back for them at the time.
Oh, okay.
And they, Deuce Staley played in the NFL for quite some time. Also, a phenomenal running back.
Oh, yeah.
Was the running back coach there at the time.
Oh, he was great.
And he kept saying like DeAndre Swift could be the best back in the NFL.
Yeah.
And I love that pick of him out of Georgia, second round. But dude, he plays with he's out for so many injuries. It's like, dude, come on. In the NFL, you got to play through some of this.
Yeah.
So, but who knows?
I liked him, the running back coach in that Hard Knocks. Maybe it was just in that one little montage in that clip. He just kept going to him. He's like, Swift, you bust off. That's a touchdown. Like everything. Like he just said, like whenever it was one corrective move, always turned into a touchdown. It's just like no matter what for that guy. He's like, you go that way instead of that way. That's a touchdown.
Yeah.
So just like everything. I'm just like, I don't know if that is the one thing that's going to determine whether or not it was a touchdown or not. But I still thought that was really funny. I'm like, that's the way you coach though. Coach intense. Coach insane.
He was a great coach. I mean, he probably is a great.
Oh yeah.
Or is he at? We'll look that up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that he's a weapon, man. DJ Moore, Adunze, God, everybody's gonna think that I'm a Bears fan. I'm my friends. I'm not. I'm not turning whatsoever. I never will.
You're just naming every pass catcher. All how much do you love Colston Loveland? Come on now, show
I
some love.
put him as a sleeper, even my top 10. I think for tight ends, for fantasy tight ends, because I think for Caleb that's going to be a safe bet. Coming from a quarterback, that's one of your first reads. A lot of times, just first by nature, you're kind of looking that direction anyway, right? Crossing over the field, but depending on the scheme, depending on the what kind of concept you're running against the defense, tight end is often thrown in that mix,
Yeah.
So, and they're big targets, they're easy to spot. So that's that.
The big boy for the most part. I mean, kind of on average, they're like 6'5", 6'6" for the most part. Any one of these guys, obviously, like you just said, I mean, Hall of Famer that just went in there from Kent State, that would have been Antonio Gates, former basketball player. So kind of like that. He was always looking for the big boy like that.
Did he actually play college football?
No, he did not.
And so did he? He
went undrafted.
Tried out.
Yep.
That's weird.
Made the team and
He
became
had,
one of the best tight ends of all time.
One of my buddy's dads back home, because I've told you, ad nauseum that I'm from like Eastern Michigan area, but he had like a brief stint in Eastern Michigan, I think, because my buddy's dad always brags about meeting him.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
He must have enrolled there and then unenrolled and went to Kent State. I'm not
Maybe.
sure, but because my friend's dad worked for like the enrollment office, whatever it was. But Antonio Gates, he always name dropped him. So
I forgot my brother. My brother went to a now defunct high school, Luther North over here. He said there was one NFL player that went there for a week. He was joking. I forgot the player. I forgot when. So I'm really bad. I probably shouldn't even brought up the story, but just kind of like just one of those things where same thing, kind of the claim to fame was like, yeah, that player sat there in that social studies class for a week and then he left, but he was here. He was definitely here.
he is from Michigan.
Oh, okay.
There you go. There's my football mecca.
There
right?
you go.
Antonio friggin' Gates, baby.
Yeah.
Another name. I'm trying to look up his college stats because that makes sense as to why he would have some sort of connection to Michigan State,
Yeah.
Eastern.
Well, I gotta ask you still on that same side, the Michigan side of things. I know you're not too, you're not the hardcore go blue guy, but was there anyone that you knew that was like reacting to the Michigan kind of punishment that was coming down from the NCAA? Yeah.
Because how close I am to Ann Arbor, that's 15 minute drive, Ann Arbor to Ypsilanti. They're neighboring metropolitan areas, I guess, right? Or like cities, however you describe them. And everybody there, you're either a Michigan State fan. I grew up a Michigan State fan. It's blasphemy there. But 99.9% of the people I know there are Michigan fans.
Yeah.
Right? So to answer your question, everyone was talking about. However, I'll phrase it this way: it was very similar to the Appalachian State loss back when I was growing up. Man, remember that when they lost to the FCS school?
Yeah.
People they acknowledged it. You'd get but they didn't talk about it. They weren't the ones bringing it up.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, and I don't know. There's always some. It's not just them either. Like there's scandals across major schools. Look at that Ohio State documentary that came out recently. Did you watch that? On
No.
About the wrestling program, but the trainer that was another very Larry Nassar, Michigan State similarity there. But and they actually make reference to that towards the end. But dude, yeah, you never know. You never know what's going on behind all of these massive, not just sports related. Big institutions. Bodies.
I was on that side of like, I don't know what the correct punishment is. Like, oh no, Jim Harbaugh can't coach in the NCAA for the next 10 years. He's only going to be coaching the Chargers for the next 5 years, so I think he'll be okay. But kind of like I said, like I don't know what the correct punishment is. But if we're holding college football to such a high standard and such a high like benchmark, it probably should be more than just like, okay, you get $20 million, which again, to a big time school like Michigan, that's nothing. that truly is nothing. Like that's maybe a year, 2 years worth of their playoff revenue, which that also has to go there too. But still, it's just like, I don't know. It's like a little slap on the wrist. Like I said, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to tell.
It is tough. The players though, they can't be at fault.
No, I'm not saying
You're
like
referencing the signs. The signs.
yeah, I think that's what it all revolved around. I'm not saying that there's many people like no, take the natty away, take all those wins
I also
away.
think
No,
that
don't do
guy
that.
Was also kind of full of you know what.
Oh yeah,
To an extent. Right?
But yeah, because there was also that thing of like there was I forgot what team, but
Harbaugh might have just people will be there'll always be that like, well then why did Harbaugh leave, right? Like he probably left to just avoid the entire thing, right? Like and if he was involved, who knows? Yeah. Who really knows? Because Harbaugh's a great coach wherever he's at. Look at his past, right?
Yeah, he just brings a winning mindset. There.
All right, so here's what's interesting about Antonio Gates, according to Wikipedia, not the best source. So to my students that are listening, none.
Don't do it.
Don't always reference that. He originally enrolled at Michigan State, wanting to play football under then head coach Nick Saban. Saban coached at Michigan State.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's where he got it. He was like his first major head coaching job. Could be wrong.
Tulane, I think, might have been in there.
You're right. Tom Izzo, he wanted to play basketball under Tom Izzo as well. Upon enrolling, Saban only wanted him to play football. The coach also wanted to move him to defensive end or linebacker, so he chose to play at Eastern Michigan. He played there part of a season before transferring to College of the Sequoias, a junior college in California, to focus on academics. Recruited by Stan Heath, Gage transferred to Kent State University in Northeastern Ohio.
Okay,
so quite a long path for him. Yeah. That's kind of a hell of a story, dude.
That was before even like NIL stuff and people like changing schools as often as they do. So that's
What does this tell you about how athletic and freakishly athletic he was? No matter what level he's moving to, people are like, "Yo, we need you."
Yeah. Dusty, I got you. It was the Warren Moon jersey that was pulled just now. That was our guy Dustin Fox going home with the Warren Moon jersey.
Yep, and you mooned everybody. It was
weird. We sure did. 6 jerseys left to go. As I'm saying that, Sean Alexander, Ty Law, and Emmitt Smith. There you go. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been here too long. I didn't even put together that Dusty and Dustin could be all one and the same. So, and he says that's the one I wanted. So there you go. Warren Moon coming home to you, my man. Congratulations. One of your first dubs here in the UA Break page. Congrats. Yep, Warren Moon, like I mentioned. 6 boxes, 6 jerseys left to go. 3 headliners looking for Sean Alexander, Ty Law, and Emmitt Smith still. Close out those last 6 boxes. We will go ahead and have 2 chase wheel spins on the day. We're already guaranteed to have one with the jersey and the mini breaks that we've broken into. But if we close out on any one of these, the jerseys, the minis, or the practice squad, and get into a new, fresh series of it, we will go ahead and have 2 chase wheel spins, folks. Nice little factor right there. Love doing that. But yeah, it's been fun. Working along the way. Like I said, creeping up around 4:30. We'll see where we're at. Obviously around like 5-ish. Maybe that's when we'll do our chase wheel spin. Last go around we were trying to say the same thing and then ended up having a break towards the end. So like I said, if we're breaking, we're breaking. So no need to hesitate and wait there. Get it going. Get it going. Let's do it. Ooh.
We had a little bit of movement. Todd Barbush and Sean Davis making some purchases there in the Playmakers. And
nice.
What did Sean just get? I don't know why I forgot. I just put it in. I completely forgot what he got.
Happens to the best of us.
You got a self-Playmaker single as well.
Nice. So Playmaker singles, 3 to go. So I'm going to go ahead and take that link, drop it down below. It's 3 to go there in the Playmaker single. Still looking good there. We're looking for that Justin Jefferson jersey, the Terrell Davis Authentic, the Rob Gronkowski Salute to Service Authentic, and the Travis Hunter chromed out Speed Flex, as well as the Bijan Robinson Speed Flex on the Atlanta Falcons lid. Secondary hits include Jamison Williams, dual sign with Sam Laporta. Got A.J. Brown, Brock Bowers, and then, Skip, I'm over here in the secondary headliners here, Skip, and Shannon Sharp over on the secondary headliners there. So some decent double-up opportunities. Obviously, if you land that NFC North spot there, you get the chance at the JMO Laporta dual sign along with the Justin Jefferson jersey. Nice hits in the AFC West between the Brock Bowers, the Terrell Davis, or the Shannon Sharp. Those were the big ones right there. Otherwise, kind of even Steven. Otherwise, we'll see some potential bonus bangers, obviously. You got 4 lurking in there. Between those 9 headliners, 13 boxes in total in those playmakers. Like I said, those are 3 to go there. Still 4 to go on that quad box for the vault. Been sitting on that for a little bit. Those will be our closest ones to get breaking, guys. Let's see it. Let's get another playmaker going. Like I said, some solid names in there, without a doubt. That'd be the way to go. Who wants to get that ball and go across the goal line with it? $69 a spot. Nice. Go ahead and get you set up for potential, like I said, that Justin Jefferson, the Terrell Davis, the Travis Hunter, Bijan Robinson, Rob Gronkowski, Shannon Sharp, A.J. Brown. You got A.J. Brown and Brock Bowers in the secondary hits. You know that was a stacked specialty series. That's all I got to say there, folks. When you got to, kind of show off a little smorgasbord of stuff that we got. Got some minis, got some authentic speed flexes, some jerseys. If A.J. Brown and Brock Bowers could be the number 1 tight end this year. If he's getting pushed to the back burner, that means you just knew you had some stacked names up here. And sure enough, you did.
I think he's on a mini in that, right?
Could be.
Pretty sure when I was looking at the list.
We got obviously we see our pictured headliners. We only see the names right there. So yeah, it's nice little guest to see there. But yeah, as we see, like I said, 3 to go in that in the Playmakers single. Looking good there, folks. That is our closest break besides that quad box vault. It's been fun today, folks. It's been a fun one. Like I said, pretty consistent all throughout. Nice and easy. No reason to get us all shaken up. Like I said, Lawrence Taylor chilling up here on this full-size authentic we pulled out of the diamond section. Out of our minis, clearly cooling right up here. The dual action. Got the wide receivers right here from the Vikings, the Justin Jefferson and the Jordan Addison right here in front of us. That went both to Chris on that one. So it's been cool. It's been good. Fun so far. Continuing on, I see some scores in the MLB. It's getting close with a couple of different teams. Obviously, the Cubs went ahead, closed that out. Twins beat the Tigers today. Don't remember if I took that or not. I definitely was my systems play. I don't know if I pulled the trigger and actually made the bet. Well, there goes that Brewers streak that is all over with. 3-2 final for the Reds. Snaps that 14-game winning streak for the Brewers. Again, I'm sure that those Cub fans are saying hallelujah. But again, they are ways away now from that NL Central. So that was something to see for a bit. Those Brewers were white hot. That was crazy. Mark McAdams says the Astros got killed today. 12-0 final for the against the Orioles. That's a tough break there, Mark. I'm sorry. However, Mark, Astros are still looking good overall. Still have a really nice home record. I mean, you got Carlos Correa back. I mean, yeah, I think you guys are going to be looking good for the remainder of the season, especially going into the playoffs. It's a little tight of a race there, so got to watch out with Seattle lurking. Seattle made those moves. Got to bolster up that lineup, and they've been pretty solid ever since. No, Sean Alexander is still available in that jersey section there, Jordan. So Sean Alexander, Ty Law, and Emmitt Smith still available in the jerseys there, folks. 14-1 on Friday night. Ugh, yikes. So they must have been just getting beat up last couple of games, but that was against a little got outscored a little bit here today. So what? 12-0 swept 7-0 the following. So yeah. That's 12, 7, 19, 4, 23 to 5. Ugh, that's a rough. If you can get outscored 23 to 5 but still not get swept, I think that's an okay way to look at it. But yeah, that's not what you want to see when you're playing against the Orioles. Who's left in the vault? Gotcha. 5 headliners left in the vault with 2 vault keys, a $200 vault key and a $50 vault key. But the headliners include Brock Purdy on the San Francisco 49ers Authentic, the Bo Nix Denver Broncos modern day, current day version of the authentic Denver Broncos. And they salute to service Buffalo Bills on the Josh Allen Speedflex right there with a little bit of camo on the front end. So Josh Allen on the Speedflex for the Buffalo Bills. And the secondary hits include Sam Laporta and Mykel Williams over there in that vault section. So again, 5 hits, 5 headliners, 2 vault keys on 13 boxes in that vault section. See Mark McAdams saying Jordan flew back last night to Houston to join the team, so should be yeah, I would think so. And that might be a little bit what you guys might have been missing Astro wise, just to bolster up that offense. Because like I said, you traded for Carlos Correa, he's been hitting and helping out a little bit, but it's been the pitching's been very good. Playing at home has been just a problem for everybody. The last time that happened, there was a little bit of a garbage can in problem, but I don't know if that was there's been no visual or audio evidence this go around. That's I'll leave that there. But yeah, like I said, I think that in terms of teams that are actually like who's going to compete, who I deem as like, okay, I could see them representing the AL. I see the Astros as representatives again in the AL for the World Series this year. It's definitely possible. The Astros, the Tigers. The Yankees are struggling. They could do that, but obviously Toronto is well head and shoulders above them. Even Boston now too, looking pretty good as well in the AL. So it'd be a little bit of a fight, but like I said, I still think in terms of like who's real, who's legit, the Astros could be there for sure. Yeah. What are we leaning towards, guys? How is everything warming up now? Like I said, hopefully we're a little bit closer on that Playmaker single. That was 3 to go a little while ago. Maybe we refresh and see that we're hopefully a little bit closer. No, I'm still sitting at 3. That's okay. With 4 to go again in that quad box for the vault. 7 to go on those jerseys. So 7s and 6s and 8s across the board. I see a couple of them. So if you just a little bit of influence, if one person gets it going, could start like a little avalanche and get it going from 8 and 7s and 6 turns into 3, 2, and 1 pretty quick when people get going on it. So, especially when we got 22 people across the board here, 22 people across the board on our Facebook, YouTube, and our Twitch side of things. Making sure we're liking, sharing, subscribing, sending us around so we can grow this break page more and more and more, and show you guys off a little bit of what we're lurking at. Like I said, this might be our peak so far visual or eyeball wise. So let's go ahead and take the opportunity to show you some hits that we can be producing in this Playmaker series. Like I said, it's 3 to go. Looking for that Justin Jefferson jersey. Looking for that Terrell Davis authentic, as well as the Rob Gronkowski salute to service authentic down below. Then some speed flexes. Travis Hunter and that chromed out speed flex. We'll get a closer look at that one in just a moment. And then the Bijan Robinson speed flex as well. Secondary hits include Shannon Sharp, A.J. Brown, Brock Bowers, and then a dual sign Jameson Williams and Sam Laporta. So nice hit right there. Let's get a little closer look, like I said, at that Travis Hunter. A little two-tone chrome from the black fading into that teal, or the teal fading into the black. Got that silver Jaguars logo on the side. And, of course, Travis Hunter signed that sweet spot on all speed flexes right there on that pentagon, hexagon area right there. Love that little speed flex flap. I think that's what I'm just going to call it the flap.
Ugh, flap. That's a weird word. But yeah. Speed flex flap.
There you go. Now that it's making people uncomfortable, I love it even more.
Flap.
Got the green, the cool colors, the green, the mint green on the visor. And then, of course, that face mask kind of still staying with that two-tone into that silver, that black going to the front end with the black and the silver mixing into the back end of the teal. So really nice piece right there. Again, you always see a guy like this who's a rookie now. You see his price point. It's only going to go up and up and up when he makes every single big play. This guy makes a pick six or just a pick in general, gets a fumble recovery, and then goes on the other end and scores. Like you're gonna see his autograph go up in real time. Like it will go from a just throwing out a number. It'll go from like a $50 autograph to a $200 autograph in about a matter of a couple plays throughout this regular season. So just to give you some sort of an idea of what you're looking at when you're making these big moves. That was the playmaker. We'll quickly show you the diamonds as well. Got some good hits in there for show. Diamonds, 9 headliners on 22 boxes right there. All authentics or better. Looking for this gorgeous Bo Jackson that you see right here. Again, we'll get a closer look at that, as well as the Ja'Marr Chase Speed Flex that is in that second row. Looking absolutely fantastic. But how about another Speed Flex we got here? Bijan Robinson on the Falcons throwback. Still sticking up in this top row, though. Devontae Adams on his current new squad on that Rydell authentic. Down below, we got Trevor Lawrence on the Jaguars authentic. Like I mentioned, that giant Ja'Marr Chase with the Chase and Greatness inscription on that right next to it. Got CeeDee Lamb on that good go-to Lone Star State Dallas Cowboys authentic. And then Steve Smith Sr. Again, you can see this signature from across the room. That's why I always appreciate it. Steve Smith Sr. on the Panthers authentic. Gotta love that. Secondary hits include Amarian Hampton. And then JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba from the Seattle Seahawks. Oh my. There we go. To clear the compartment on that one. Let me see, just in case. Here we go. There's the Chase, and we'll show you that Bo Jackson as well. So like you said, a perfect color comparison. Like you said, that rustic brown, that rusty brown on that one. The mean, and I mean scary looking, snarling Bengal tiger on the side. He's got the wide eyes, so you know he's just out for blood. Ja'Marr Chase, maybe he's chasing after another triple crown here. He wants to get all his receptions, touchdowns, and yardage all over again. The brown visor on the brown rust, that is this Speed Flex over here. But, of course, the multicolor, oh, my favorite part, again, the Bengals helmet on the Bengals helmet on the back of it. That's kind of a nice little touch. And like I said, the hot colors, the red, the orange, and the yellow in this visor, all mixing nice and well together. Love seeing that. Again, such heat for such a hot helmet. Love seeing that. Switching on over, let me show you that Bo Jackson as well. Again, we see Bo in here. We see Kurt, why am I blanking?
Warner?
Yeah, Kurt Warner in here from time to time as well. And then also our guy Barry. Those are like our go-tos for gorgeous, and I mean gorgeous Speed Flexes. So why not add another? Let's have this Bo Jackson custom ripped right here. You got to see his picture on the front where the usual little Speed Flex flap goes right there. Nice thick signature on the side. Again, similar. You can probably see that from across the room on that one, but it's the ripping of the face right there. Like I said, on a ripped Speed Flex, ripping his own face off to show his skeleton down below. It's all scary. There's that Raider pirate right there. That yarg. Yeah, I'm a Raider. Yarg. Yeah, exactly. Ripping his own face off. It's the gold, the white, the black, the silver, all in this. This is absolutely nice color scheme. The silver face mask also to pop off as well. Love seeing that. It's a nice Speed Flex for sure. Also, we can show off this practice squad, like I mentioned, a part of the Chase wheel spin. We have not gotten into it. If we break it all, we have 2 Chase wheel spins. We're looking for, let's see down below, we're looking for the Trey McBride with the red ink with the red logo. Nice little complimentary right there. On the Fly Eagles Fly inscription, we got Brian Dawkins on the authentic. And then down below, the lone Speed Flex here in this practice squad. That's left. We got the Patrick Surtain II with that 2024 Defensive Player of the Year inscription on there. Nice hit for sure. Let's go ahead and see that out and about. So again, practice squad, 7 boxes in total. Let's go ahead and hit that between the single or the double. Playmakers, again, single is 3 to go. Quad box for the Vault. If I didn't already make mention or showed it to you. I think that was the one I talked about right before we showed you. But here's the 3 quarterbacks that we still see here. We have the Brock Purdy authentic, the Bo Nix authentic, and then down below the Josh Allen Speed Flex with a little camo design. We'll show that off in the front as well. And the secondary hits of Sam Laporta and Michael Williams. Show off this Josh Allen. Like we mentioned with the camo, little spurt on the front, kind of leaking out in there. Kind of cool, little camo explosion. And then bang, all on the side, you see the regular old salute to service go-to right there. Josh Allen's signature on the back of it. Nice hit, nice hit. Like I said, almost like the Buffaloes are running together into the camo. I think that's pretty cool.
Yep.
So nice hit right there. Indeed, like I said, between those 3 quarterbacks, Brock Purdy, Bo Nix, and Josh Allen. We're still looking also for Sam Laporta and Michael Williams in the secondary hits section. So definitely take a look there. On top of that, like I said, the 5 headliners there. Also 2 vault keys. $200 vault key and a $50 vault key left in the vault section, folks. So get some UA cash back in your pocket, as well as keeping whatever helmet pops on out. I think it's a nice little part right there. Minis are looking good. Like I mentioned, we got 3 headliners on 5 boxes there. Let's close those out. Get some fresh minis on in here. We're looking for Lawrence Taylor on the Giants lid on the Giants mini. TJ Watt on the salute to service down below right here. Again, we were on pace saying he gets a couple more sacks. He's already going to match his brother. He's going to surpass him pretty soon. If he maintains this whole career route, he can double it, become the sack leader of all time. But only time will tell there. Then, of course, also, like I mentioned, secondary hit of Frank Gore still available. So Frank Gore, Lawrence Taylor, and TJ Watt all available in the mini section. So looking good there. And then finally, if we didn't already get to everything, let me also show off these finally, the jerseys. For Sean Alexander, like I mentioned, that 07 Madden cover. Ty Law on the throwback Patriots. These are also one of my favorite throwbacks. The Patriots, just watching them only win basically from 2000 to like the 2010s. It doesn't sit with me all too well, but I like this throwback jersey of it. It's really nice. It's probably one of my favorite logos, just the old school Patriot center about to snap the ball. It's just patriotic to all get out. So there you have it there. Sean Alexander, Ty Law, and then Emmitt Smith on the jerseys, on the threads. 3 headliners on it, 6 boxes left in those jerseys, folks. There you have it. That's what we're working with, folks. Like I mentioned, 3 to go. That is our closest break in that Playmaker section. Maybe I refresh and see a little bit closer. Nope, still sitting on 3. That's okay. We'll play it by ear. We'll hopefully we get to breaking a little bit. Maybe in about 5-ish minutes, maybe we'll go ahead and get to breaking into that Chase wheel spin. Like I mentioned, we've had a jersey break and then we had a mini double already happen. So if you want to be adding any more names, we got 7 spots to go in the jersey, or we have 7 spots left to go in the mini double. So if we want to run it back again, add some more names, we can do that. Want to close out the series, we can have 2 Chase wheel spins. I think that's more enticing. But again, all up to you guys. Got a couple more minutes here. Yeah, you know what? Might as well make this the time. The big announcement, if there was one. I'm not going to make this a big deal, guys. I'll make this short and sweet. This is going to be my last full Sunday here. Going to be heading on out, getting just on to another opportunity for sure. So I just want to take the time here to say, first off, just thank you to everyone here at Ultimate Autographs. You guys have been the bomb, obviously, allowing me to come in, get in here. And like I said, I truly just treat this job like it is. Like I say this, it truly was. Every time you open up a box here, like Christmas morning, when you're a sports fan and you're a collectibles guy like myself, you really look forward to stuff like this every single time. You want all the big guys, all the big names, all the big spenders, anybody and everybody just get what they want. And I really, truly feel like that, everything that Ultimate Autographs has said, done, and offered to me, they've been able to hit on that end, and we've been able to hit on everything else end. So it's been really nice working here, being a part of the squad. Like I said, I'm just leaving because there's another opportunity that popped up and kind of was just going to eat away, and I wouldn't be able to be here as often as I can. So that whole mix-up of
who can cover me this Sunday? Like, I just didn't want to deal with that every single time. So taking the time, to go ahead. So like I said, leaving on a good note. So maybe not closing the door here on Ultimate Autographs by any means. Cause like I said, really awesome team here. But yeah, this is like my last full Sunday. This isn't my last show though. Tomorrow I'll be hosting the 9 a.m. edition with Mike, and then that'll be it. That'll be heading on out. So like I said, it's been fun. It's been fun meeting all you guys in the chat, been meeting all you guys in person. Honestly, you guys, like I said, in just been a short amount of time, you've been one of my favorite just co-hosts / just co-workers in this past few weeks, past few months that we've been working together. Obviously, started off with my guy Ricky. We were going basically every single day. That was even at the old studio. That was basically us every single Sunday from 12 until when we didn't do 9 a.m. shows, from like 12 until about 6. I was there, so. That was the go-to. That was the go-to spot for sure. Obviously, also the partner right now. It's also been Mike in the morning as well. So you guys been my good the mainstays, the good go-tos. Like I said, so a million times you guys been the best to work with. It's been awesome. Like I said, always 1,000 compliments to you guys whenever you're just keeping everything organized on that end, or if you're hosting on this end. And it's always fun. Conversations are always awesome. So
well, appreciate it, man. It was awesome working with you as well. Sad to see you go, but also happy for you. You know, I'm sure you have a lot of opportunities ahead of you, dude. And I'm sure our paths will cross at some point.
Oh, 100%.
You never know.
100%. Like I said, this has been fun. I'm going to try and do my best to keep up with you guys here in any sort of way. I'll chime in from time to time. You know, I might be in the comments section, giving you guys guff, or like
getting
I said, I could maybe finally participate. Who knows? But I don't know. Like I said, I just wouldn't want to damper anything like that. So obviously, guys, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a nice little time. So, it's nothing new. It's nothing I said. Nothing you said. It's been nothing. It's been nothing but a great time. Honestly, here it's been fun. When to get in here on a Sunday or a Monday morning, it's just like I said, ripping boxes, talking sports, talking the person that is in the helmet. There's nothing else better than that. It's been one of the better. I hate using the word easy or anything like that, trying to like downplay it, but this has been one of the easiest, one of the just least stressful jobs I've ever had in my short tenure of working, basically anywhere and everywhere. I've been a busboy, I've been a server, been a host, all on that food side of things. So to get on the latter crazy side of things, doing stuff like this, production, or like I said, just being on camera and talking and yapping, that's the go-to. That's a nice little thing here. So again, million times thank you to everyone who's just dealt with me, I guess, for the lack of a better way of saying it, or maybe I mispronounced your name. Apologies, but just all the great conversations we've had with all the fans at home. It's been absolutely just a joy. It's been an absolute joy. So, like I said, leaving off hopefully on a good note, guys. That's gonna be the goal. Like I said, you're not getting rid of me just yet. Not just yet. I got one more hosting slot for tomorrow, and then we're gonna be heading out with a big bang. You were so sweet. You didn't need to. This guy giving me a card, getting all over here, getting all sappy right in there.
Hey man, you welcomed me with open arms here, Nick, and you were like my first series of shows. I think the first guy that I produced with. So you were always flexible, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
No matter what the issue was. So.
Hooking me up with this White Sox team card from 1959, original tops.
Yeah.
I love that. Got Nelly Fox on there. I was looking at the team, Luis Aparicio on that squad as well. So again, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate the note that was, I mean, you didn't have, it's stuff like that where you don't have to do that. It's guys like that. So I really appreciate it. That's awesome.
Appreciate you, man.
That's awesome.
Appreciate you. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't have done it. Right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Yep.
Exactly right.
Yep.
So again, appreciate it again. That's again, truly
You're coming
appreciate
over,
you guys.
man. You're gonna be Uncle Nick, right? You're gonna hang out with the kids and we'll barbecue.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So bring
Uncle
over
Nick with the fresco around the back or something.
Here's a little little brewski.
Mom said no sodas. Nick's got the soda. He's got the deuce. He's got deuce falling out of his pocket. Are you kidding?
You know what's funny is my oldest will not drink like sugary drinks.
Yeah.
We've drilled water, and that's not the case. Like my childhood, I was drinking pop at a young age, right? We gave her Sprite when we were camping. We were at like a restaurant. My wife's like, yeah, let her have Sprite.
Yeah.
She takes one sip and she looks at my wife. She's like, why would you let me have this? Like we were bad parents. Like, why would you let me do that?
I always like that the mature answer coming out of like a
She's
4-year-old or a
so
5-year-old's mouth, and
mature.
you're just like, you shouldn't be talking like that.
Yeah, she's more mature.
I don't even talk like that. How are you doing that?
She's more mature than I. Even. Yes.
Well, that's also the thing with young ladies too. They mature faster.
Oh, for
exactly
sure.
that. A little bit on the again. I mean, me being a young lad at one point, we're a little bit more brutish / I guess just lack of a better. We're just kind of dumb.
I was literally gonna say dumb. Yeah.
Just dumb little
Yep.
kids running around.
Silly.
Yeah. And to be fair, girls, I feel like they're kind of prepped up a little bit more at a younger age. It's like, you got to be a lady. You got to do this. Stand up straight. Have your posture upright. And then some guy, as you're a boy, you're just like, you know what? As long as you don't whip out the doodle in public, you're probably fine.
Yeah.
So when you're going along the lines of that guideline, you're probably, a
Just
little bit
don't
less.
fart in public.
Yeah.
Do something. Yeah.
Don't pick anybody else's nose that isn't yours, and you're
Exactly.
you're basically in the
I was
clear.
gonna say if these are even rules for young men.
Yeah. Oh, there we go, folks.
We're 1 to go in that practice squad.
Oh, we
man.
are?
Yeah, the practice squad singles 1 to go.
Let's go. Practice squad single, 1 to go. Or is that that's the playmaker. Playmaker single.
Oh, I'm
is 1 to
sorry.
go.
I'm sorry. Playmaker single 1 to go.
Let's hold out there, folks. So I was gonna maybe at 5, and so 5 minutes. We'll for sure hit this with the chase wheel spin. And then that should give us way more than enough time to have this playmaker close out as well. So kind of a race. Who's going to get that last little playmaker slot, or are we going to get to do the chase wheel spin first? That'd be a nice little game to play. But as I mentioned, only the 1 double in the mini, so we'll have those names in there twice, and we'll have that jersey in there as well, the jersey pool. That was our guy, Dustin, winning that Warren Moon earlier. So we'll have all those names in there once and the double box in there twice, setting up for a nice little chase wheel spin in about a couple minutes. Like I mentioned, 1 to go. Who's going to put the ball across the goal line? Who's going to get it done here, folks? It's been fun, like I said. Let's keep her going, keep the momentum.
Yep.
Instead of 5-minute warning of the chase wheel spin. We'll go ahead and spin that in about 5 minutes. And like I said, that should be plenty of time to have that happen. And also the Playmaker series, the Playmaker number 2 to go ahead and break as well. Looking good, as if this is only the second, this will only be the second single. So you guys must have been attacking those doubles and those
I
quads.
was
So good
thinking
on
the
that.
same thing, bro. Same thing. Yeah, here we go. 1 order came in. I think we closed it out.
There you go. Sure enough, we do. Let me show you my screen. Randomizer. Red sold out sign. That's my favorite thing
Awesome.
of all time. So sure enough, guys. Playmakers single number 2. Please drop a box number. Go ahead and get you off this screen so you can see the comment a little bit better. So that Playmaker single number 2, if you are in that break, please drop a box number or a wheel suggestion. We'll go ahead and spin the wheel. Like I mentioned, with 13 Playmaker boxes left, we got 9 headliners. Still looking for that Justin Jefferson, Terrell Davis, Rob Gronkowski Authentics, or the Travis Hunter, Bijan Robinson Speed Flexes. And then a slew of headliners in the secondary market. Shannon Sharp, A.J. Brown, Brock Bowers, and they dual-signed Jameson Williams, Sam Laporta. So love seeing that. Playmaker single. You guys can drop a box suggestion. Otherwise, like I just mentioned, we'll go ahead and slide on over. So Harrison, Chris, Todd, Sean, Corey, or Jamie, or Jaime, however you like to pronounce that. Go ahead and suggest a box number. Harrison, this is your first purchase. Let us know what's your squad. Who do you chase after? Do you have maybe an individual player you chase after? Or also, how'd you hear about the break room? How did you hear about the UA break page? Let us know. Point you in the right direction of all of our different breaks that we currently have going. Like I said, and we'll clarify any maybe miscommunication if there is any. If you're maybe not so clear, if I'm not being clear on my end. Alrighty, I think it was good enough time to go ahead and do that. So let me make with 13, we'll go ahead and just do the out of 30, and then we'll go ahead and kind of pick from there. So we'll start there. Randomizer, we're gonna go ahead and hit the wheel for our pick of this Playmaker box. It's going to land on box number 2. Let's see what we're closest on in the playmakers. Box number 1. That works for me. So box 1 coming off the board in that playmaker series
I'll go grab that.
for sure. And while you're grabbing that, I'm going to go ahead and grab everyone's name, and we will go around 8 times to determine our divisions. Box 2, or box 1, excuse me. Landed on 2, closest one was 1. 8 times around. There we go. Bang, bang. Let me slide this over just so you guys can see it. Name's a little bit better. Thank you. Slide you over, Mr. Lawrence. So let's see. In the NFC North, going to be Harrison. Jamie, you have the NFC South. Corey, the NFC East. Todd, you have the NFC West. Chris, you have the AFC North. Jamie, back to you in the AFC South. Sean, you have the AFC East. And Todd, chilling in the AFC West. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, good luck, good luck. As we are looking for, again, in this Playmaker Series, box number 1, either Justin Jefferson, Terrell Davis, Travis Hunter, Bijan Robinson, Rob Gronkowski, Shannon Sharp, A.J. Brown, Brock Bowers, or a dual sign, Sam Laporta, Jameson Williams. Good luck, everybody. Woohoo. Feeling around? Alrighty. Feels like a mini to me. Feels like a mini to me. So the Speed Flexes survive for now. Let's see what we're working with here. Ooh. Nice. Again, what was I saying earlier with this guy could be potentially number 1 at his position. It's very shocking to see him as a secondary hit, but that just goes to show you how stacked up this market was for sure. So chilling on the Raiders and could be, again, number 1 at his position back-to-back is going to be Brock Bowers on the mini hit right here. Mini
Nice
helmet.
hit, dude. I love
AFC West going to Todd Barbush on that one. Again, Brock Bowers, secondary hit. Could be a headliner in any, basically any other series, but just because this was so stacked up and so kind of diverse, he needed to go to the back burner of the secondary hits. But Brock Bowers coming off the board, that's a big one. It's a big boy going home to a nice place right there. AFC West hit going home to Todd.
Love that. Mini. Great name on a mini. Nothing better than that.
Oh, 100%.
Fits anywhere. It's perfect. Perfect.
He can easily run it back and be the number 1 tight end again this year. Again, we've talked fantasy rankings where he's kind of the clear-cut number 1. A lot of people also have Trey McBride in there at number 1 or 2. He's also in the practice squad right there, as we see. But yeah, again, just poised for another big season. Clearly the number 1 pass catcher on the Raiders. I can't really even tell you who's the best wide receiver on that team. Is Crabtree still there? I don't even remember. I know
Nice name
I know
drop.
Hunter Renfro's not on there anymore. He went to the Texans.
Oh.
I forgot, or maybe the Titans. I can't remember, but he's not. I don't even know the number 1 wide receiver on there anymore. So we'll have to go and see. But
gonna have to look that
nice
up,
hit,
bro.
nice hit. Regardless, Brock Bowers. I mean, Brock Bowers going in his sophomore year. Ashton Genty coming into this. So I got some really young, exciting players on that Raiders squad.
Kobe Myers.
Oh, Jacoby Myers. I like
Maybe
that's
the most
nice little
notable.
name. Nice name, former Patriot.
Jack Beck.
Okay.
Trey Tucker. Dante Thornton. Brock Bowers might as well be in
There
that
you
list
go.
too.
Yeah, like I said, I probably would have stopped after Jacoby Myers, but that's just me. There we go. Oh, wrong one. But there we have it, folks. I'm going to go ahead and refresh our UA break page. See if we're close on closing out anything else besides that, maybe that quad box vault that's been sitting there at 4. A couple jersey spots, everything there. 5 to go on a jersey. So I'll give you guys 3 more minutes. Just 3 more, like a 3-minute warning. If we want to close out those 5 jersey spots and get another list into that Chase wheel spin. But again, just because we were, like I said, just because we're kind of inkling a little close, kind of flirting with that one, I'll leave the door open a little bit. But like I said, hard out, 5:05. That's when we'll do that Chase wheel spin. Just again, 3 more minutes to get 5 spots going, and then they'll get you a whole list of names back into that Chase wheel spin. So up to you guys. You want to get that done? That'll be there. 3-minute warning, a little bit less now as I'm kind of talking through it. So let it be known. Give you guys a little extension right there, a little extension there. And it buys more time in the break room for me.
For Nicholas, fare thee well.
Oh man, this desk.
Sundays will never be the same.
No, like I said, it'll be fun. Whoever comes in and takes my times and my spots, it'll be just as exciting, just as memorable as always. I think if I'm talking memories here in the break room, it would have to be my clear-cut number one opportunity or moment would have to be the synchronized singing of Creed between myself and Ricky.
Oh man.
Didn't practice it, didn't rehearse it.
What song?
With arms wide open under the sunlight.
Welcome to this place. Yep.
So yeah, me and Ricky,
Every man.
little halfway, basically a duet on the Creed side of things.
Every man younger than the age of 75 knows Creed.
I mean, Scott Stapp was the man, dude. Funny enough, it was actually they were at Tinley Park a year ago to the day, like 2 days ago maybe, and I just thought it was funny because there's a podcast I follow on one of the Barstools. He bought a Dallas Cowboys Scott Stapp jersey because he wore that for the halftime show at a Thanksgiving game. So we're number 11, got the Scott Stapp jersey on. I'm like, that's absolutely hilarious. There was that trend of like the Looney Tunes jerseys going crazy one summer. I'm surprised that wasn't the next trend for some college people like that. Just like, oh, I'm gonna get the Scott Stapp jersey. Flying around on like an angel or whatever it was. Gorgeous sighting. Gorgeous. So creeping up, almost done in there on that chase wheel spin, guys. We're gonna get to that in a couple seconds. So right there, 5:05. The bell be ringing. I'll refresh just to make sure that we are not closing up. So I still see 5 to go on those jerseys. I am seeing 5:05 on the clock. So again, I'm gonna leave up to my side of things. We're gonna take everyone's name, and we are gonna go around 8 times to determine our chase wheel spin winner. And it's honestly the first time in a while that I've been able to do 3 straight shows, 3 straight chase wheel spins. So that's more on you guys. So congrats right there, guys. Seeing the opportunity, seeing the assignment, and executing. So congratulations right there. So congratulations to whoever's going to be going home after all 8 spins right here. Let's see who's going to be at the very tippity top of this list and going home with some UA cash. So right now, Mark McAdams sitting there at the 7 with the 7 spins around. Let's go one more time. If he's going to be maintaining said spot, or maybe it's another guy coming in and infiltrating there. Let's see. One more time around. And it's going to be Skylar McCarty. So Skylar going home with the dub on the chase wheel spin. You were a part of the mini doubles that we pulled earlier. Mm-hmm. So Skylar, let us know. You want to start off at a certain number right here. $48 was the last winner. But we usually start off at 1/100 right here. But if you have a number in mind, maybe you want to start at 17, 27, 42, 66, 89, either which one. We can go ahead and do that. If you give you a couple more seconds, because like I said, I know there's a little bit of a delay. So Skylar, again, Skylar McCarty, right here. You are our chase wheel spin winner. Let's see if you want to start off at a certain number. Otherwise, we will go ahead and grip it and rip it. In the meantime, I'll quickly ask you, Alex, what was our big headliner hit? What was our big hit for sure? We got the Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison minis, the Warren Moon jersey, and then our Brock Bowers mini.
I mean, I'll give you my top 3. Justin Jefferson's mini, my number 1. Warren Mooning jersey, my number 2. Just to add some diversity and variation there. And then Brock Bowers, my number 3.
Okay.
The first 2 have already proven themselves in the NFL, and Brock Bowers has his rookie year, but he's getting there to in terms of where he's at in his name and legacies, right? So on the list of legacies.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. I'm gonna switch up. I'm gonna put silver for Justin Jefferson. Switch Warren on down to the bronze. But yeah, Brock Bowers getting my gold for sure in this one as well. So there you have it, Skylar. We're gonna go and spin for you. See where your Chase Wheel Spin dollar amount is going to be for the 3 p.m. hour. And it's gonna be a good one right here. Decent little number. $63. That's my football number. That was my football number in high school. $63 going home to you there, Skylar. Congratulations. Congratulations to everyone who's participated in today's break, in today's show, who's been getting the wins, not only here at the 3 p.m. edition, but was here at 9, here at 12, and then hopefully again here at 6 p.m. Any other lasting questions, comments, concerns here, Alex, before we head on out?
No, man, thank you to you. It was great working with you as always, and hopefully we run into each other, man, or just hit me up. You know?
Again, 1,000 times. Appreciate it. Appreciate the time we've spent together here. This has been absolutely a blast every single Sunday. Very much looked forward to the shifts that we had. It was an awesome time. So appreciate it then. Appreciate you guys again. We'll see you in just the last one. What was that last break? That was this mini from the Playmakers section. That was the last one right there, Jordan. So Jordan, that last hit right there again, Brock Bowers going home to our guy. I didn't even write it down. That's my apologies. But yeah, that was Brock Bowers going home to Todd Bush on that one. So congratulations there. Congratulations to everyone that's had a hit, a dub, everyone today. And we'll see you in just a little bit. So again, take care, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for last show on my end. Take care, everyone. Have a good one.